In the course of your address, you talked about the security situation at Ekeremo and other parts of the state, and I know that the issue of security is dear to your heart. Given the scenario that you told us about the alleged sponsors of the security situation in Ekeremo, and the fact that you have also reported saying to the president, who is here to give any answer to your request, what are you going to do to address it so that we will continue to have peace in this state?
Even the incident in the Ekeremo axis actually took place in Burutu local government. But the young man is from two communities, one Delta, one Torindoro. So he kept running both ways. So that the bulk of the camp and everything, that's why the military operation is from Wari, it's not from here. So even a Ekeremo local government is peaceful. Even Ndoro itself is peaceful. Except the panic, initial panic and so on. Bayelsa is generally stable and peaceful. We are doing our best, and thank God that it is myself leading this kind of team at this point. If not, these characters would have turned this state to another thing. But I believe that even in their communities, they will be resisted. And I call on all community leaders and youth leaders, including those misguided people they may be deceiving, not to join them, because it cannot work. They will just lead you and abandon you. Some, when people are caught, they will be making arrangements for them to be quickly eliminated. Don't forget what I'm telling you now. Think about it in the next day or two. Once all these boys they use are arrested, they now try to spend money to silence them, to cover up their tracks. So all these young boys that they will just use you and abandon you. They will just use you and abandon you. Just look at Omok, what has happened. People will just use you and abandon you. So for the young people, don't follow what they do. They don't use their own children. All their children are abroad. If the calls are very good thing, let them bring their own children and introduce them. Buy guns for them, since it is a good thing, with cocaine, small cocaine, so that they can have small drug addicts. But they will not do that. They will come and spoil other people's children, create crisis for other people's communities, and fly to London, fly to America with their families. So it's sensitization. The media should join that sensitization. You asked what I will do. We have in this state capacity to initiate criminal proceedings. And there's no option we will rule out. We have the capacity to gather evidence. We have the capacity to initiate criminal proceedings. We have the capacity to take people to court to face trial. What happens at the end of that is for the court to determine, not us. But that's the power the laws of this country have given us. So we expect that the federal government, being the supreme custodian, more or less, of the national security apparatus and instruments, especially the president. I don't believe that the president is in support. I don't believe that he knows about it and is actively encouraging it. But I believe that he should take more charge. I've already issued a statement along these lines. Presidency is about taking charge as a leader, not outsourcing presidential duties and responsibilities. Because these guys are just working with some elements around Abuja. I don't believe that President Buhari will condone criminality and terrorist behavior on their part. No. I've not seen any evidence that they are very important, that needs to be protected. So, but I will continue to raise these issues, and you will hear more later. That's about the